I know a lot of folks are talking about Claude and Claude sub agents. Let me try to figure out if I can build a sub agent to handle something operational inside of Map. One of the first things that we have to do is check compliance. I already created the sub agent. So it's a markdown file that has prompted instructions to do the job that you want it to do. Just comment below. I'll send you a GitHub gist of the markdown file. But anyways, you boot up Claude, and then essentially what you have is like these sub agents that you can call from within Claude code. It's cool too because you can like daisy chain this where one sub agent calls another sub agent, calls another sub agent, and if theoretically you have like this org chart of AI agents. I could say check if myquote.com has correct TCPA compliance. What it will do now is it actually will go to myquote.com, not a customer, not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. It actually will go to their website and it will scrape their website in search of specific things as it relates to the written consents, the privacy policy, the terms and conditions. It actually will ask me, do you want me to actually fetch content from this website? I'll say, yeah. So my agent is actually going to go and start looking for a privacy policy and trying to find exactly what we're after in terms of the instructions for TCPA opt-in. You could be a sales agent or a sales rep that's on a call with a prospective customer and literally on the call deploy these agents to do this initial compliance work. This is traditionally a process that someone on my team would have to do manually. Having this stuff programmatically run in the background while the human's doing the highest leverage stuff is pretty rad. Check this out. So based off the TCPA compliance analysis, my quote is partially compliant. You'll see here that it will go through all the key issues that it sees. It will talk about positive elements that it actually did find. In this case, there was TCPA consent language in the privacy policy. It does collect written consent. It actually gives a recommendation on how to make this a little bit more robust. This is something that could be discussed with the customer directly on the phone while in the flow of that discovery call or whatever you're doing. You could also be like, this is great. Draft this into an email and send over to my prospect. So I don't have email actually hooked up here, so it's not actually going to send that email. Just pretend that it's Hillary Black and email Hillary.com. Boom. So here it is, a drafted email based off of my agent scraping myquote.com, coming back with the recommendations for what is missing in terms of sufficient TCPA compliance. And this is all stuff that I defined in my sub-agent definition. I'm sure there's so many different things that I could come up with in terms of augmenting just us as a company. I thought this was super cool. I wanted to share it. All right, guys, appreciate it.